Hi, welcome back to this silence challenge. Quote of the day: life is long if you know how to use it. Today we're reading chapter 10. It is day 11. Bank holiday Monday. The weather's turned a little bit chillier, so hence the huge jumper. Sit back, relax. It's quite a short chapter. We're going to sit just again for 1 minute 30 seconds today. Close your eyes if you would like to. Take a breath. Let it go. I am over 50 years old and have attended my fair share of 60th, 70th and 80th birthday parties. In case you are younger than me and have not yet celebrated so many birthdays of high, round figures, I can tell you that the most common remark heard at these parties is, "All of those days that came and went, I didn't realise those were life." It is cunningly formulated. The guests nod knowingly, smacking their lips. Yes, we fear death to varying degrees, but the fear of not having lived is even stronger. That fear increases towards the end of life, when you understand that it will soon be too late. You are the one who is going to decide whether you will nod at the words or shake your head in disagreement. There's nothing criminal about sitting around a table decorated for a party and realising that you've wasted much of your life, that you haven't been particularly present, that you've lived vicariously through others. The unfortunate thing is to have wasted such a large portion of the chance you had to live a richer life, that you avoided exploring your potential, allowed yourself to be distracted, never stopped, but were distracted by noise, expectations, and images, instead of dwelling on what you were doing at this moment and what you might do differently. I don't mean to say that any of this is easy, but it may be worthwhile. Instead of elaborating about the years that came and went with a champagne flute in hand, we should turn rather to the stoic Seneca on 21st birthdays. Life is long if you know how to use it. Even if we were to live for 1,000 years, our lives would feel short if we threw away the time we actually had at our disposal. We exist, but few of us actually live, argued Seneca 2,000 years ago. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Read that again. That's another good quote, isn't it? Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. When they come to the end of it, the poor wretches realise too late that for all this time they have been preoccupied in doing nothing. I don't know how many times I've been told that most people in our part of the world don't experience material poverty, but rather a lack of time. It sounds like such a good thing to say, but it isn't quite correct. We do have enough time. Life is long if we listen to ourselves often enough and look up. That's today's chapter. Very short. Life is long if we know how to use it. So let's use it now to just sit in silence for a minute and a half and to just let your mind wander. Listen to any sounds in the environment that you can hear, background noise, inner thoughts, chatter. We'll begin in about 5 seconds and I can count the time. Take a breath in. Let's go. And there we have it. We were really lucky then, or I was really lucky. Someone literally walked up the drive as I'm sat here trying to just have a minute's silence or a minute and a half, and posted something through the door. And the dog, which you can just hardly see there in his bed, Stormzy, looked at me as he heard the letterbox, and I thought he was going to get up and start barking, but he didn't. He just stayed in his bed, looked at me, and I said, it's okay. We were lucky that our silence wasn't broken, or that I then had to do this all over again. Such is life when we try to find a minute or 2 minutes peace. Just an example of life keeps life in, and we're all busy, but we try and just find 5-10 minutes to ourselves. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan, but we keep trying. And it is what it is, and we just accept whatever happens. The busyness of the mind, noises in the background, things that come to disturb our peace, only if we let it. I hope you've enjoyed today's offering, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Please do pop a comment wherever you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, to say hi and to check in and to let me know that you're joining in with this challenge, even if you're doing it weeks and months in the future. It'd be nice to hear from you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.